Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Broke Cowgirl's gonna miss tonight because she says she's got an anniversary dinner. Happy anniversary, Gwen and Gary at Broke Cowgirl Homestead. Hey Lisa Colovi, thanks for being here. Hey Craig Tim, yeah, the pigs have devoured the corn silks and the corn husks, and next are the cobs. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Hey, Doug and Carolyn over at Holman's Homestead. Great giveaway. You guys really did a great job. And I just told Ryan that you call Carolyn Shug, Doug. So that was funny. He's laughing in the background because I said to him, I said, check it out. He called her Shug. That's what he calls me. So, hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Hope you're doing well. Glad to hear you're doing well, Lisa Colovi. That's awesome. Yeah, so just a bit of a whirlwind. Just got in from showing some piglets off. And so fingers crossed and pretty cool. So probably going to do this a quick one because I got to get cleaned up and get some food and get showered up. But I wanted to show you today was an exciting day. We finally harvested. Oh, Sparkman's in the house. Watch out. I have arrived. No need to get up. Just act normal. I love it. So hopefully you guys can see it. Look what we harvested today. Can you see it? Some peppers, a cucumber, and a purple Cherokee tomato, some black strawberry tomato, and a Roma tomato. Whoops. So super excited about that. Yes, we're super excited. Greenhouses. Tomatoes, cucumber, and peppers, all from the greenhouses. So super psyched. That's our first ones for the year. So tomato sandwich tomorrow is called for. But yeah, doing good. Been harvesting strawberries and freezing them. Hey, Jesse's girl. Hey, Lisa. Hope you're doing well. We've been harvesting strawberries. I see there's a delay tonight because I'm looking at the screen and it's really delayed. Are you guys seeing that? Anyway, been harvesting strawberries and putting them in a quart bag and freezing them. And as you guys know, we've been weighing our food, our harvest this year I needed it as a little sort of like, I know what I'm doing is worth it kind of thing. So I've been doing that rough weighing. So we've done onions, we've done garlic. Apparently we're going to have a lot of pork. So real excited. And so we had 2 weeks of 85 to 90 degree weather. And now we're going to dive down. We're in the 60s now, and we already had a couple inches of rain today. Hey, Mrs. Creekside Maples. Hope you're doing well, Joni. Thanks for being here. So really excited. So we're doing that. And that's about it here. We did sell 2 of the piglets. Some others are possibly pending, and we'll see how that goes. But how are you guys doing tonight? I'd love to hear. While I'm waiting, I just wanted to say tonight, let's talk about some successes. What are the things that you're really excited about on your homestead, things that you've accomplished? It doesn't necessarily have to be this year. Just in general, what are the things that you're feeling really proud of or feeling very successful at? You know, for example, I think of Jesse's girl, which is Lisa, Mrs. Lazy Days Ahead. I think of all the canning that she's been doing. And then I think about Joni and Tony at Creekside Maples, and I think about how they're building their home and how they're making things work up there. So, you know, I think there's a lot to be said for things like that. Hey, Vase Place. Yeah, we're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Might have someone interested in locker weight pigs down the road if you don't get them all sold. Good to know, Craig. I will reach out to you because if not, we were going to butcher them all. We were going to make suckling roasted pig, quite honestly. Hey, Blue Collar Homestead. So yeah, I will keep you posted. Sunday is castration day. So If the people who came today do not want a breeding pair, we will be castrating all the boys on Sunday. So say a prayer. This year, we're hoping it goes much better because we can identify the issues that we had last year since we've learned from that. So so tell me, what are some of the things that you feel really successful or excited about on your homestead? So yes, we do blue collar. We castrate them ourselves. We try to do it in the first 2 to 3 weeks. After that, we don't wait any longer. If we have one who has a scrotal hernia like last year, which I'm not sure if we do have one, what we would do is raise them to 6 months and then butcher them without castrating. But yeah, we do it ourselves. It's oof. So Vay's Place says, I've graduated from just raising quail to raising quail and CUY. What's trading the koi in for Havana rabbits? I'm sorry, could you explain what CUY is? I don't know what that is. I have to be honest. Oh, sorry about Diesel. Diesel, stop. Hold on one second, guys. We got our steel roof on and now have 3 windows in. Congratulations, Tony and Joni. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Good deal. Lisa says, yes, we don't have the room for a big garden, so we do containers and get fruits and vegetables from our farmer's market, and then I can that. I think that's excellent. There is nothing wrong with that. I did a container garden in North Carolina because we had very little land and we had a breezeway that was cement and it had an overhang, but not all of it was overhang. So what I would do is put the containers out on there, and it worked out really well. And we had a big farmer's market in Asheville, North Carolina, where you can go get wholesale stuff, which is similar to yours, Lisa. So that's really cool. We don't have that here. I have to go to Rapid City, and I don't often get there much. But I'm looking into doing more of that. That's really cool. Let's see here. I'm a little behind on comments. Lisa says, oh, I have some hydroponic systems and I have some awesome cherry tomatoes, jalapenos, and a lot of lettuce growing inside right now. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. And you have no bugs and you have more control over it. I am a firm believer in that. I have, I do the crack key method, as a lot of you guys know, in the mason jars with the net baskets. And I have dwarf tomatoes from Brampton Gardener. Hold on a minute. I swear he's got bionic ears. He knows when we're doing a live. And so I'm going to do the dwarf tomatoes inside when I can. Yeah, you kiss your mama with that mouth. No kidding, Smart Man. He's just, he's a bulldog through and through. That's what they do. That is exactly what they do. Okay, sounds like cooey. South American call them cooey. Outsiders call them guinea pig. They are related to rabbits and taste the same. Thank you very much for explaining that. I know what a guinea pig is. I'm sorry, guys. I know what a guinea pig is, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you for explaining that. I appreciate it. Hey, Vineyard Chicks. No worries about being late. No. Nobody's late. Blue Collar says we've gotten pretty good at growing tomatoes and meat chickens. Yeah, I've got my meat chickens now, but because we were what, 64 today? Or at least when I looked, 64, and then we're going to be in the 40s the next few nights. And we already had a couple inches of rain today. We're supposed to get flooding rain until tomorrow. I ended up moving the meat birds, which are Cornish cross, and I moved them out of the brooder because they outgrew it. I think the French Copper Morans that were in with them were thrilled. Excuse me. But the cool part is I put them in the middle grow out coop to keep them warm because they're like 3.5 weeks and I didn't want them getting soaking wet in the cold weather. So I think that was a good alternative. And then we'll move them out into the meat bird pen. I am really behind. Sorry, guys. We have a few tomatoes and peppers growing in containers and just started sprouts. That's awesome, Joni. I think that's great. I saw you posted that on Instagram. Craig Tim says, our beets and bush beans are going crazy. Last year it was a bust. Good to know. I planted bush beans, not getting much at all. Half of them, two of them, 2 rounds I planted, did not germinate. It was back when it was cold out, end of May. And it seems like, I don't know, with all that rain, I wondered if they rotted or what. But I've got a few plants and they're super tiny and they've got beans on them. It's hilarious. That's good. You have beets too. That's awesome. Hey, Colleen, hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Colleen is from Jamaica, our good friend. Hello, Denise Pacell, Green Granny 2. Your garden is doing well. I saw you posted on Instagram. Hey there, Ariella. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Vay's Place, living in an apartment. I can only do container gardening. I have 4 pots and a green stalk. Very good. That's awesome. Hey, you're in an apartment. At least you're doing something. That's awesome. You can use mason jars with net pots to do cracky method, which is something you can do inside with some grow lights if you had room. I did cracky method with some lettuce and gallon milk jugs. Worked pretty slick. That's awesome. Great job, Sparkman. I did some supplement containers that I made holes in, and I made them like a net basket and put them in coffee cans, and it worked really good. Hey, Simply Jan, hope you're doing well. Hope the giraffes are good. I know they're not there yet. No worries, Ariella. Keep on lurking. No worries, Gwen, Broke Cowgirl. We wish you a happy anniversary. I think I went all the way back by mistake. Hang on, guys. Technical difficulties. Yeah, it went all the way back. Okay, I got it. Lisa, did I see you growing veggies in mason jars last winter? Yes, that's Cracky method. I have videos on it. It's Cracky method of hydroponics. It's a passive method. You put fertilizer in the water for the hydroponics, and then you have a net basket, and they root really well. I had bok choy. I grew tomatoes, grow lettuce all the time. It's really good. Holman said, got steel shipping container delivered today and put back into the bank for seller today. Another place to keep jars and produce. Good deal. Good deal. I love that. That's a great idea. Do you have to insulate that, you guys? No, I'm not in Canada, Vay. I am in the southern Black Hills of South Dakota. Oh, Craig Tim said, Debbie's enjoying the chickens, but they go back next month. Oh, poor thing. I bet she is. I know. I love our chickens. We have so much fun just sitting there watching them. Vineyard Chick says, we have everything late. We planted very late. No tomatoes, but some cucumbers, some peppers. Harvested the garlic. Onions will be next. Awesome. Tomatoes are finally blooming. In 2 weeks, I'll be harvesting. Wow, that's awesome. I love that. I'm going to see if I can get caught up on comments, guys. Bear with me. Yes, I do like, I used to not like beets at all. Now I tolerate them. We have grown beets here. We had one good year, and that was it. So we kind of just stopped doing it. Part of it is because I'm not a huge fan of them. Thanks, Vineyard Chicks. I can do more than that. I've been neglecting my sprouting since it's so hot. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, I do recommend Cracky because it's a passive system and it's super easy. I feel like it does itself. And Joni, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help you. Hey, Jason O'Coniram. Good to see you. I'm glad you wiped your feet before you took your seat. I appreciate it. Insulate near the front doors. Good deal. Good deal, Holmans. Garden is winding down for the season. Time for a break. Tim is going muskie fishing in Michigan soon. That's awesome. Yep, no worry, Jan. Thank you so much. Oh, I got to the bottom. All right, cool. Yeah, so the cracky method is really simple. You have a mason jar. You paint it black so light does not get in and cause algae in the container. You take a net pot, which I bought off Amazon really cheap. You sit it in the top. You buy some clay pebbles. And what you start is you start in rock wool in like a seedling tray, which has a humidity dome on it. And then so the rock wool is kind of scored, and you break off your little cube that has a seedling in it because it had a hole at the top. You put that in the net pot, and then you put clay pebbles around it, and then you grow it in there. Now you do need grow lights or strong sun. So I don't know if that helps, Joni. Instead of canning, I freeze dry. That's what I do, Vay's Place. I freeze dried our whole onion harvest. In fact, the house smells like onions right now because I stupidly dumped the water from the freeze dryer right outside the front door. But it is, I freeze dried all of that, and I'll do all of our potatoes that way as well. And I did a bunch of herbs with my onions. So it was really cool. Yeah, Joni, they're super, super easy. The best thing to do is just get any kind of leaf lettuce and all that kind of stuff. What did everyone do about weeds in the garden this year? Our woven weed fabric did not do well this year. The weeds pop right through. I used weed fabric for the first time. We still had a ton of weeds through the holes because we have this viney thing that grows. I don't know what it's called, but it's a pain in the neck, but it's easy to pull out. I can use the water on the garden. However, it was onions, and it was such a foul smell. I didn't want to smell it anymore. AR Newland. Yeah, weeds, they're kicking your butts, I bet. Yeah, totally, Joni. I'm happy to help any way I can. Sparkman, I was able to try freeze-dried Skittles. I like them that way. Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, somebody said hello. Did I miss somebody? No, that was our new land. So I took a shovel and overturned all the dirt down the walkways of the straw bale garden. Awesome. I can't talk tonight. It was running back and forth from I literally ran in here right before 7:30. So yeah, so tell me about some of the successes on your homestead. I have a large tote of freeze-dried candy. That's awesome. I haven't done candy. I've just done food with it. It's funny. Always do a lot of onions. Always do a lot of onions and herbs, potatoes. I've done meals in a jar. I really like the meals in a jar because they make life easy. But yeah, so anyway, let's go back to successes. What are some of the successes that you're really proud of on your homestead? Our new land said, I survived the heat wave so far. That's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. Vineyard chicks use tarps and landscape staples. Yep. I've heard a lot about that. That's awesome. Oh, our greenhouse. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love the greenhouse. We just bought a third one. It's a 10 by 20, and it's just a cheap one with a plastic cover, but we really want to put that over the garden to help that out. Let's see here. The difference between freeze drying and dehydrating of food. Freeze drying lasts longer. Freeze drying takes it down to a really cold temperature, and then it completely dries it out, and there's no moisture left. And so it lasts for a lot longer. And I mean, let's be real. I'm not preparing for the end of the world. I'm not. We're always prepared with stuff. Don't get me wrong. But we tend to eat the freeze-dried stuff that we freeze dry within a year. But it can last up to 25, 30 years. So that's what's cool about it. The one thing that I have noticed is freeze drying takes a lot less water to reconstitute than dehydrated. Vay's place has 21 Egyptian fee quail in the brooder, had a 76 hatch rate off of a messed up incubator. That's awesome. Congratulations. Lisa Colovi wishes she could push a button and have a meal come out. I am right there with you, girl. Right there with you. I think one of the things that we're really proud about is the fact of, that we only have 2 acres and we make a lot of good use of it. Having all the barns be multi-purpose, we could easily move people around. Hey, Ark Wildman, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Hope you're getting some reprieve from the heat, but I don't think so, unfortunately. But yeah, we've just been really enjoying that and all the stuff that we've got here. No worries. Get your sleep. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in, Joni. Have a great night. Say hi to Tony. I think the other thing is just, we just go with the flow and we're able to raise things. So, like if the garden doesn't work out, that's fine. If piglets don't sell, we eat the pigs. So, I think it's just making things work on small land. And I think we finally agreed. We really don't want to move to anywhere larger because we don't want to start over, we just don't want to start over again. We've put in a lot of infrastructure since we've been here. And one of the things was, in fact, some of the piglet folks who came tonight were like, wow, you guys put a lot in. You haven't been here that long. Ryan told me that using 2 spaces after punctuation is so boomer. It is. I told him I learned it in typing class. No kidding. That's funny. But yeah, so I think the other thing is just, the flexibility is super important. And I think that helps to make us successful. We screw up all the time. We screw up, we change things around on a regular basis. We learn something new. But we go with the flow. And I think that's really important. And yeah, always taking pride in your journey, using whatever you have to succeed. You're right, Vay's Place. So true. Case in point, we got ducks. I fell prey to wanting ducklings because they're so darn cute. And then they grew up and I was like, oh God, I don't want ducks. And they went in the freezer. It's challenging fitting it all in on a small piece of land, but it's possible to do a lot. Yeah, you guys are the king and queen of that. Absolutely. Blue collar, you guys are amazing. It's just the way you need to do things if you have to. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I have wanted one of those miniature donkeys for a while, but I am not getting one. I was very close to getting a goat, and I was like, no. Oh, I'm glad you passed on it. Our property had a mini horse or a mini donkey on it when we came to look at it. I can't remember. Hey, Sarah, happy Friday, a homesteading hustle. Welcome in. That's funny. So it's been just, everything's been going good, just hanging in there and stuff. But I want to hear from you guys. Tell me about some of your other successes, some of you guys in the chat. What many don't realize their own limitations are simply the limitations they place upon their own minds. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I think that's the thing. And you have to recognize the small things that are successes. Sometimes it's a day goes by and Grant didn't get out of the fence. That's a success. Ducklings are really cute as babies, but ducks are only nice if you have something to use them for. Absolutely. Vineyard chicks. I agree. Super cute, super messy. Hey, Butler family farm. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so let me know just before, because I'm going to probably wrap up early tonight, just because, like I said, we've been running around and I ran right in here. In fact, I was sitting here eating my dinner before to show piglets. Have a great weekend, you guys. Coleman's Homestead. That's right. Failures are learning opportunities. You'll never make the mistake again. That's one of the beautiful things about it. You will never, ever make that mistake again. you know? And that's the thing. You have to learn by trial and error and by doing things. Keeping my critters alive has been the biggest success here so far. That's awesome, Spark Man. And that is so true. So true. Our new land said I learned the hard way that buckwheat seeds go bad. Our summer cover crop of old seed was a total flop. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, no worries, Red. Thanks for being here, River Rat. My baby German Shepherd didn't try to eat Bunky's pepper plants when I watered the garden with her today. That's a success. That's huge. That's really huge. Sometimes it's as simple as, hey, the piglets didn't get out today. Those piglets, I watch them. You know how the bottom of hog panel is narrow and then it gets wider? I stand there and I watch those little stinkers go like this, trying to climb up and get through. And they get through. Unbelievable. Fionas are getting like little bruisers. They're so cute. Yeah, there's a lot of Lisas here. Welcome to our world. If you were born in the 60s, there's 4 million Lisas and Lisa Maries. So true. So true. I don't know if Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead if her middle name is Marie. I can't remember. But I know me and Lisa Colovi are Lisa Marie. I hope you don't mind that I said that, Lisa Colovi. I have 14. I have 14 piglets. We sold 2 so far. It's going to be a lot of pork. But yeah, we're in the process of selling more of them. Slow year. I probably won't breed next year if that's the case. I had a classmate named Lisa. I'm 10 hours older than her. Jerry said I was from the 50s. Our biggest recent success is our new Mastiff puppy Tank did not turn our lives into the Turner and Hooch movie. That's true. Oh yeah, Vay's Place. Trust me, I have ads everywhere you can think about. Everywhere. They are everywhere. I've got them in Facebook groups. I've got them in Craigslist, Bisman, you name it. Lisa, it looked like your pigs enjoyed their shower. They're good piggies. They're good piggies. Did you mean Norman in the pool? They're so funny. Norman is funny. He sits in the pool, whereas everybody else just kind of lays down in it and gets comfortable. That's great news, but it was a good movie. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it, Red River Rat. No worries at all. We'll never have a pig at this farm as long as I'm alive. Wow, Jerry. I get it, though. I get it. Everybody likes something different. Pigs love water. Goats hate it. Yeah, they won't go out in the rain, goats. The pigs, they'll stay like, it was a rainy day today and the pigs just kind of like hunkered down in their barns. Too much work? Yeah, if you're talking commercial pigs, yeah. I think the coonies are easy, but they definitely are more work than, chickens. I mean, you feed them twice a day and water them. Hang out with, Grant, who likes to hang out. I would love to have pigs, not so with emus. Yeah. I thought about an emu and then I read more about them. I don't want one. The vineyard chicks have emus, though. They have emus and they're really cute. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Annette, the Cow Emporium. Hope you're doing well. I hope you guys got rain and none of that hail. Oh, it was crazy. All right, Jerry Butler Family Farm. Stay well. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to get going soon. Like I said, guys, I just came in right before the live from talking to people about piglets, and I still need to shower up and get a little something more to eat. I got a quick little something before this, but eat pigs. Guinea pigs can eat pigs amount-wise compared to size-wise. That's funny. No rain or hail. Ugh. In the month of August, we lose 50 to 60 minutes of daylight. Boo. Yeah, we're still light pretty late. But thanks, Faye's Place. Yeah, guys, we're going to get going. Like I said, I just wanted to do a quick one tonight. Say hey to everybody. I didn't want to cancel it, but I really need a shower because if you could seen my t-shirt before this, I was covered in mud up to my arms. Excuse me. Emus are actually really easy. Excuse me. Our only issue is Griffin, our female, doesn't like KK. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to get heavy rain until tomorrow. Today we got rain for a short amount of time and it was like almost 2 inches of rain. So Eleanor's barn flooded out. So we had to deal with that and get that all set. No worries, Annette. No worries at all. Just doing a quick one tonight because I was running in and I really need to get pig mud off me. So guys, thanks for stopping by for a quick live and we will see you next week. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. Take care, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Bye-bye.